Hello and welcome to another episode. So this episode is based on the weekend that has just passed. So this was Friday afternoon. So about 15 minutes into our game drive, we found a herd of buffalo who were sheltering themselves in this little bit of a thicket away from the wind. They weren't doing too much, to be honest, so we didn't spend that much time with this herd and decided we were going to go up north to continue on. On our way, we were fortunate enough to find this big male bull elephant. He at least was doing a little bit more than the buffalo. He was chomping on some trees. He was not too far away from the herd. We could hear some other elephants in the distance, but as you can see, it was quite a thick area, and he did move away from us in the thicker bush. In an area we call Old Airstrip, which is in the center of the game reserve, in the open we found these 3 cheetah. A group of cheetahs is called a spot of cheetahs, which is very appropriate because one cheetah doesn't have less than 3,000 spots. So an appropriate collective noun for a group of cheetahs. Now these 3 cheetahs is comprising of 2 males and a female. These are our Nambiti boys, which are slightly larger than our Dino King boys, and I would say a little bit more dominant than those 2. And in between there is one of our female cheetahs who's newly introduced. So these 2 boys are not going to let her out of their sight anytime soon, because she must be in an oestrus cycle or a heat cycle, which has attracted the attention of these 2 boys. She doesn't seem like she's in the mood at the moment. Perhaps too many vehicles around looking at her. It was myself, Corne and Mark who were all in this sighting. It was an amazing sighting to see. She was just growling at that male, letting him know that she's not quite ready to mate yet. And then the highlight of the weekend. Late on Sunday afternoon, our guides found a pangolin, and unbelievable sighting here on Lapalala. So there are about 4 different species of pangolin that live here in Africa. It is your 3-crusted pangolin, your giant ground pangolin, your Cape pangolin, and your long-tailed pangolin. This is your Cape pangolin. As a defensive measure, these animals will roll themselves in a ball, and that hard exterior will protect themselves from predators. The other name for a pangolin is in fact a scaly anteater, as their main diet consists of termites and ants. So an amazing sighting for the guides here on Lapalala. Really nice to see a pangolin, incredibly rare to find. So very lucky for our guests as well to enjoy this. And then finally, I would like to end off with a female lioness from the Northern Pride. On Friday evening, she was hunting an impala and rowan. She interrupted our drink stop, in fact. As we were packing out our table, we noticed this lioness, and she was hunting giraffe at first and then moved on to hunt these impala and rowan. But all the animals did know she was around. They were alarm calling quite frequently and alerted to her presence. But an amazing weekend with our guests. Fantastic to have guests again. From all Yatin Swallow, where conservation never stops. Goodbye.
Hmm.